My name is Sam Bless. So my last video, I talked to you about talent, how to soar with your talent, and explained to you what talent is. I explained talent is anything that you have fun, you have passion, you have love in doing it. It's a talent. And one thing that you gotta realize is that there's nothing like small or bigger talent. It depends on how you make it. You can make a smaller talent a bigger talent, depending on how you want to make it. There's nothing like smaller talent anywhere. Anything that you have, anything that you are doing is a talent. Anything that you have fun, you have passion, you have a desire to do it, it's a talent. Don't ever look down upon anything that you're doing and feel like what you're doing is just something small. There's nothing like small. Every talent is a talent. There's nothing that is bigger or smaller. It could be smaller to you depending on how you pay attention to it. It depends on the energy. It depends on the time. It depends on what you put in will make a smaller talent a bigger talent. There's nothing like smaller or bigger depending on how you see it. Depending on how you work towards it. That will make it either smaller or bigger. So one thing that I want you to know is there is nothing like smaller or bigger talent. You don't know what something that you may look down upon, something that you think is so small, has taken people to places, are taking people very far. Something you might consider it's small has taken people very far. So one thing that I want you to know, that there is nothing like a smaller talent. Anything that you have that you are doing, put energy into it, put your time into it, give attention to it, focus on it, make it big. Don't think what you have is smaller. Don't think somebody has something bigger than you. There's nothing bigger. And my last video, I also made it to you types of talent, different types of talent that we have. It could be driving, it could be singing, it could be painting, it could be art, it could be anything that you have. Everything that you have, passion, you have the desire, you have the love for, is a talent. Talent, we don't have nothing bigger, smaller, or talent, depending on what you put into it. Tonight or today, or whatever time that you're watching me, what I want you to know is about how to develop what you have. What you have that you're doing, I want you to help you. I want you to improve upon it, to expand it, to augment it, to make it bigger than what you think what you have. I want you to develop your talent, whatever you have. You have love for doing it. There is a way that you have to do it, and that will make it bigger. That will explore you, that will take you far, that will take you to many places. There are steps that you need to put into your faculty. Whatever you have, there are something that you need to do. Nobody has something bigger than you. Don't think that somebody has something bigger than what you have. Nobody has a bigger talent or somebody has a smaller talent. It depends on what you put into it. It depends on the lab. It depends on where you want to go with it. That makes it bigger or smaller. So don't ever underestimate. Don't ever think something that you have is small. There's nothing like small talent. It depends on what you do into it. The passion, the love, the energy that you put into it, that makes it bigger, that makes it a talent. So tonight, I want to talk to you about how to develop your talent. The talent that you have, that's something small that you think you have. You can make it big. Even if it's bigger, you can make it more, you can make it very big for the world to know you. And one thing that you gotta realize today is not just the talent that you have. What you have, somebody might have it, or everybody has it. So it's about what you put into it. The effort that you put into it will make you stand out, will make you different from other people, because what you have, everybody has it. Everybody can do, everybody can talk, everybody can teach, everybody can sing, everybody can paint. You're not the first person who invented it. You're not the first person who initiated what you have. People have done it before and they have failed. What made them fail? because they didn't take it serious, because they felt they are the only people that have what they have. Remember, now it's a global stage. It's a world stage. It's competition. So whatever you have, you gotta put something into it. You have to do what other people will not pay the price, will not sacrifice to do it. That will make you big. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about your talent is research. If you have something that you're doing, the first thing that you gotta do is find materials that will develop you, that will improve you. If what you're doing, read. Now there's a lot of materials there that you can read. You can research on it, how to do it better, how people did it, and failed, how people did it and became big on it. You gotta research on it, read on it. We have Google. We have a lot of materials that you can go and expand what you have. You gotta read. You gotta research onto it. What to make you better at what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but what I want to tell you first is make research. Make research a good important. Let it be something paramount to you, that you want to research, you want to read into it. Take time, research it, read it. People who have done it before, people who failed, how to do it is very important. Make research on your field, your faculty, research on it. Take time, give time to it, because what you have is not small. You don't know what it will take you, where it will take you somewhere tomorrow. So whatever you do, you gotta be serious on it. You gotta be so serious. Put energy into it. Put time into it. So the first thing that you need is research and reading. And the second thing that you need is ask questions. Is anything in your field, anything that you are doing that you don't understand, ask question. Ask question about what you're doing. Are you doing it right? Is it the way we're supposed to do it and do it good? You gotta ask question. Ask question about your field, about your talent, about what you have. Ask question. Don't be afraid to ask question. Ask the right people. Don't just ask anybody, but people who are experienced, who knows something about what you're doing. Don't just ask anybody, though. It's good to ask question. Don't be afraid to ask question. Ask question where you're struggling, where you think you're not doing it well. Ask question about it. So it's very important. So you make research. Number one, I said research and read. And second, I said ask question about what you have. Ask the right people. Don't just ask anybody. Not anybody has the right answer for what you're doing. So ask the right people. How do we do this? How do we go by this? There's nothing wrong asking people question. And the third one I want to ask you, have a mentor, have a coach. You gotta have a mentor, somebody that you want to be like, somebody that have excelled in that area, that field, that faculty, somebody who have excelled, somebody who has been successful over there. Take him as a mentor, take him as a coach to guide you, or look at him, look at how he does his thing. You don't have to, there's nothing wrong copying people, but you don't just copy them what they're doing, but add something to it. Everybody copies it because you're not the first person who started it. Somebody started it before. Michael Jackson was not the first person who started dancing. He learned it from somebody. Everybody learned from somebody. So you gotta have a mentor, have a coach, look at how he's doing it or how he did it, and take a guide from it and do it. So you gotta have a mentor and you have a coach. And one thing that I also want to tell you, the next point that I want to tell you is about skills and style. Don't just be an ordinary barber. Don't just be an ordinary painter. Don't be just an ordinary sports person. You gotta add skills and style to what you're doing. That will set you apart. That will make you different from other people. The skills and the style. That's what people are looking for. But one thing that you gotta remember is that the talent and the gift that you have, you are not the only person that bears that gift or talent. Everybody has it. And people want to to patronize, to buy from people who have skills and talent and stars, people who make it different, unique from what other people are doing. You don't just have to do it ordinary. You don't have to be normal. You don't have to be how people know people to be. You gotta be different from how people are doing it. You gotta develop a skill and a style on your own. That one should be on your own. This is how I want to do it. Yes, people are doing it this way. People are taking the left side. I just want to take the right side. You got to have skills. You got to have style into whatever you're doing. That will set you apart. That will make you stand out from the rest, because I told you now it's a global competition. It's a global stage. The internet is everywhere. Social media platform is everywhere. Everybody is doing it. You know, the only person do, but what sets you apart from other people is the skills and the stars that you put into it. And the next point that I want to tell you is practice. You gotta learn to practice every day. They say practice makes one perfect. The more you do it, the better you become at it. The more you practice, the better you become at it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You make mistakes. Keep doing it. Do it again. Keep doing it till you succeed, till you make it. Keep doing it. Never give up. Keep practicing. People will talk. Keep doing it till you become perfect at it. It doesn't take one day. It doesn't take a minute. It takes time for you to become perfect at what you're doing. So you gotta keep doing it, and become perfect at it. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is about attitude and discipline. It's a big thing. Attitude and discipline is the biggest thing that they need. People couldn't get to where they supposed to get to because of discipline, because they didn't have enough discipline. They didn't have enough attitude, so they couldn't get there. That is the biggest thing. You could have everything. You could have the skills, you could have the style, you could have everything that you have. But if you don't have discipline and attitude, look at some people like Ronaldo and all those big people. They have, up to now, they are disciplined. Well, they are on time. When they call them on meetings, they go over there, they are on time, they do the right thing every day and every night. Discipline, positive attitude, that will take you there. You could have everything, but if you don't have discipline, you don't have attitude, there's no way you can solve with your talent. You gotta have discipline, and attitude is the biggest thing ever. A time will come that when we're looking for everybody that has what you have, the biggest thing that they will select is the person who have attitude and discipline. Attitude and discipline is the biggest thing among all the talent. Hey, my name is Sam Bless. I'll bring you another video. I have a lot of videos that I will bring you. Thanks for staying with me. God bless you. Thank you.